Hey guys, welcome back to Exploit Server Part 2. I'm going to demonstrate how we can use Webhook.site as exploit server, and we will use OWASP GOAT vulnerable application. OWASP stands for Open Web Application Security Project. This is a community which provides top 10 list of the vulnerabilities for web applications, APIs and all. So this is worldwide community, and they created this WebGoat vulnerable application for testing and practicing about web application vulnerabilities. So I will use this vulnerable application, and I will use, or actually I will exploit reflected cross-site scripting vulnerability and try to interact with external exploit server, which will be webhook.site. I'm not going to access the lab from the Portswigger, because Portswigger labs they actually block any traffic going out of band. Okay, so that's why I'm using WebGoat. I will create one series where I will talk about WebGoat. I will show you how you can install it on your local Kali machine so that you can also practice web application vulnerabilities on the WebGoat. This is very good application, frequently updated. There are a lot of versions of WebGoat and bug fixes and updates. So it's pretty awesome for you if you want to practice on the web application vulnerabilities and if you want to brush up your skills. So without wasting time, there is another machine where I actually publish the WebGoat application, not on this machine. This is that machine with me, but it is on the netted network. So if I show you here, you will see my IP is 192.168.115.128. But if you see, the IP address of the WebGoat server is totally different subnet. Okay, so this is netted actually. I'm just going to manage this a bit. Fine. Now, once I initiate or publish this WebGoat application, I created or registered one user already to save the time. The username is tester and the password whatever you want to register. So this is the WebGoat application, you can see. So if you go to the section of cross-site scripting, you can switch to the cross-site scripting. There you will find all the lessons and the lab for the cross-site scripting. You can see all of these are lessons, and whatever you see in the red are the labs. There are others like broken authentication, sensitive data exposure and all. Okay, so I'm not going into details here, but what I'm going to see or what I'm going to show you here is to show you that this section basically vulnerable to XSS. So once I put here purchase, you can see these are the quantities of the product and the price of the product. This is the credit card number and the access code, and then you can see this access code is not appear here, but of course the credit card number appears here. So if I try to say, let's say alert, and within the alert, if I say document dot cookie, and let's try to say purchase, nothing here. It acts as a string. What I can do here is script, and in the end I will say script. Okay, purchase, and you can see session ID is there. The reflected XSS is there. This particular feature is vulnerable to reflected XSS. Now what I need to do, I want to see whether I can interact out of band or not, and with that I want to exfiltrate the cookie to somewhere else. So as an attacker, I will, let's say, go to webhook.site. Fine. So you can see this is my unique URL and this URL I can use anywhere, and if someone hit this or access this URL, I will get here the request. So you can see it's listening every time, waiting for the first request. So if I just click on it, it will be copied. And what I wanted to show you here is just let me manage both of these windows. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just copy that, and if I come here and paste that, hit enter, you can see here we get the first request, and this is the request. This is the IP address from where I try to access this webhook URL. Okay, so if I access it from my phone or from somewhere else, so maybe you will see a different IP address here. Now the thing here is I want to use this URL from the Webhook.site to see whether I can interact out of band or not. So for that purpose, what I'm gonna do, I need to write it here. I'm gonna say script space new image dot source is equal to, and I paste the webhook site URL. Let's say I'm going to say script, close the tag. Okay, this is the thing. So I'm going to just copy that back to the WebGoat and paste that here. Open webhook site also, so that you can see here another hit. So just click on purchase. You can see another time we get another hit. From the time you can find out which one is currently the newest one. So the newest first here, it's already written. You can see 729, this 727. So if you click here, you can see request is basically coming from this application. Okay, now my purpose is to exfiltrate or fetch the cookie. So now what you can do, you can add here, let's say question mark cookie or anything you want is equal to plus document dot cookie. That's it. So what basically I did, I add here one query parameter. Okay, and the query parameter value will be cookie. Okay, so that's it. Copy one more time back here and paste the new one. So you can see this part. I added question mark query string cookie is equal to this parameter. You can add anything, doesn't matter. But once you see the request here, once you see the hit here, the hit you will see with the query parameter, query string. Okay, so let's see, fingers crossed, everything is same, just we add the query parameter with value document dot cookie. Purchase, you can see there is one more request, and if I click on this, you can see here the query parameter was string cookie, and it is j session id is equal to this. So this is the session id. Okay, this coming from where? Coming from my IP itself, but this one was the last request. Okay, so if I click one more time, you will see here one more time the request here. That means someone or the vulnerable application or the victim actually hit this exploit server, which is your unique link, and you see here the cookie is captured. Okay, so that's it. That means you can use this webhook.site as exploit server, where you will get one unique link, and whenever you want to test it, you will test it by inserting that unique link to the vulnerable web application, or you can send it to the victim. So once victim access that, the request will be made and you will get a hit here, right? The same thing you saw in the Portswigger labs, where you have the exploit server. Once you deliver the exploit to the victim, you go to the log section and there you find the hits or entries. Okay, so this is the same thing. This is the same thing, but this is out of band because this server or this webhook.site is not in my network. It is somewhere outside. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next video, in the next part, we will see another lab, and within that lab we will try glitch me, and we will see this lab. Okay, so we will use the same lab with different tool or different application, and we will use glitch as another exploit server. And you can see here that payload, you can also host the payload with glitch me. So this is more serious, and this have more flexibility. You can not only get the hit, you can also host or send the payloads to the victim. So that's it for this video. I'm going to see you in the next video. If you like the content, please like, subscribe and share. See you. Bye.